You have a good relationship with Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I do.
You guys are both from Luton.
We're both from Luton. Look, I am troubled immensely by his conversion. I'm troubled immensely by the comments he's made on social media. They're very damaging. They're a risk to the next generation who listen to him. I believe he has spoke about escaping the matrix. So he's escaped the matrix, but you sign up to something like Islam that you can't leave. If Andrew Tate turned around tomorrow and said, I'm not a Muslim anymore, he's in more trouble than me. Yeah? He's in more trouble than me. He's got a bigger target on him than me, because you can't leave Islam. Yeah? It's punishable by death. Many people will want to kill him. So that's not freedom. So you can't talk about wanting freedom and escaping the matrix, the slavery of the matrix, to join the slavery of Islam. And I've never heard Andrew, I believe Andrew is in a very difficult position. I believe that he must be under, and must have been under at that moment in time, immense pressure.
What was your first impression of Andrew and his brother Tristan when you met him in Luton, before they became famous?
I found them hilarious from day dot. So before they become famous, just so people know, yeah, Andrew Tate has always done what he does now. He's always been provocative, and in a funny way. I watched a message, it was Christmas. No, it was Mother's Day. And he put up on Facebook saying, did you ring your mum this morning and say, I love you, mum? Did you send her a card? Did you give her flowers? Did you take her for dinner? And he listed all the things you would have done. Yeah. So everyone's going, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've done that. He goes, if you did, you're a fucking loser. Yeah. He goes, you're a shit son, right? You're a shit son. He goes, you know what I done? I said, mum, how much do you earn a year? She's 25 grand or whatever. He goes, yeah, I sent her 10 years wages. I said, retire, mum. He goes, that's what a proper son does. Yeah, so, and the comments are just everyone, and the comments, everyone's going wild, man. And I'm sitting there laughing because he's just trolling everyone. Yeah? He's just trolling everyone. And but I got on Andrew. So you know Hardiman, yeah? Hardiman's a very well respected lad in Luton. Yeah. Ex-Royal Marine, very intelligent. Yeah. He went from Royal Marine to MMA fighter to osteopath. I take judgment, so I didn't know Andrew Tate like this, yeah. But I knew the people around him like this. Yeah. Aidan Patslidis, who also went to that gym. Lots of lads who went to the Storm Fighting gym, who I believe I know them. They're great lads, and no one has had nothing negative to say about Andrew Tate until this until he's become so big, and then there's lots of people that are slagging him and saying him. But I mean, around the town, no, there was no one who said nothing negative about him.
You think the whole situation with in Romania is a fraud?
I think, and I know that certain things that are being said about him. There was one gentleman who, there's an organisation called Hope Not Hate. I've done a documentary on them. Yeah, there's an organisation called Hope Not Hate. Now, Hope Not Hate pay people, blackmail people. They're like a dark, seedy organisation that operate, that do the things the police can't do. The police can't come and pay you to say something in court. They pay you. Yeah. And then once they've paid you, you write your statement, then the police take the statement. So they make sure no one gets their hands dirty. They pay you to lie to the media. They don't just pay people, they blackmail them as well, yeah? So, and they are up, I believe they're MI5 pushed, yeah? I believe they're security services. Now, I know that someone who was under the influence of Hope Not Hate, this lad, he's in my documentary, he was being blackmailed, one of them raped him. Yeah, I've got covert recordings. Someone within Hope Not Hate are in with my government. Politicians lead this group, yeah? I mean, like, I've done a great expose, it's called Hope Not Hate Exposed. You should watch the documentary. Now, I went to Romania to see Andrew Tate, and I went with other colleagues. Now, when all this blew up, one of the colleagues come out, probably under pressure from Hope Not Hate, and said that whilst he was in Romania, which is when I was there, that Andrew Tate had raped a girl that was with us. Now, I can only speak on what I know, yeah? When I come out of my hotel room in the morning, that girl come out of Andrew Tate's hotel room, and she stood on the door and kissed him, and they were snogging and kissing, yeah? So I watched this personally, right? I watched her kiss him, snogging him, got back in the car, messaging him. I believe she went back out to see him, yeah? And then now when this all blew up, I believe she was being put in as one of the people who's been raped. It's like, I was there. I saw that. So when this story come out, if I know that's a lie, yeah? And I made a documentary called Panodrama. I haven't been with Andrew Tate 24 hours a day. No one can sit and say about anyone else that they know 1 million percent everything about their life, yeah? But I know that was a lie. I done a documentary called Panodrama, where Panorama is an investigative documentary from the BBC. It's their flagship program. I found out they were working on a film to take me down. So I sent a girl undercover into Panorama. The lead journalist within Panorama's name was John Sweeney. I got him on camera. Yeah? I told the girl to go in and say she had a conversation between me and her recorded where I'm aggressive and swearing at her. Yeah? And it's an argument about something to do with work. He tells her that they're creating a sexual thing against me and that he can take this recording. I've got it all on record. I've got him on camera saying it. Yeah, we can take that. And she says, yeah, but I say this. And he says, we can clip that out. Don't worry, we can clip that out. He goes, we can make this into a sexual thing. They're trying to make me into a Harvey Weinstein. They were, and they put that on TV. Now that would have destroyed my life. It would have destroyed my family life. So I know the lengths that they were going to and the corruption there was to destroy me because they were worried about my influence. Now Andrew Tate's level of influence suppressed anyone else's in the world at that moment in time. Was he upsetting people? Yeah. These NGOs, these government organisations have worked for 30, 40 years to weaken men, to create a generation of absolute feminised pussies. And along comes Andrew Tate telling all the kids to get in the gym and be strong men and be powerful and get fighting and be ready. And he would have ruffled a lot of feathers. So with that, do I believe what I was being told? I said to my supporters, question everything. You know what they've done to me, but a lot of my supporters would now despise Andrew Tate.